Thousands of supporters gathered for yet another campaign rally of the National Resistance Movement. The party's presidential candidate, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, returned to West Nile with a message of continued transformation, unity and progress. Addressing the enthusiastic crowd under the hot Arua sun, President Yoweri Museveni reaffirmed his commitment to expanding social and economic infrastructure across Arua city and the entire district. He spoke confidently about plans to boost economic infrastructure, listing new tarmac roads to supplement the major access routes that already connect West Nile to the rest of Uganda. The president noted that these roads, together with the newly established electric power station, would open the door to mass industrialization and create more jobs for the people of the region.
The electricity, you have talked about them, many of them of the speakers have spoken about them. We are to struggle and tarmac the road from Karuma all the way to Koboko. Even when we did not have enough money that time. We are now doing it again. We are now reconstructing many parts of that road. And we are working on the one from Atiak to Ajumani to Moyo. But where we are going to work on the road from Nebi to Gori to Zombo to Paida all the way to here. Then the roads from Panyimur to Pakwach to Rhino Camp to Wadarai. We still have the road from Terego to go direct to Moyo. We have never had on that road. But we are already working on the one of, I'm sure they are working on the one of Moyo, Yunde up to Koboko. I think they're already working on it. For the electricity, you have talked about it. Now, all this is under development.
On social infrastructure, Museveni promised to close the remaining gaps in health and education. He emphasized his government's ongoing plan to ensure every parish and sub-county across the country has a functional school and health facility. He described this as a part of what he called the last mile service delivery, taking government services right to the doorsteps of citizens.
The next government is upgrade Orivu Health Center 3 to Health Center 4 in Aivu East. Upgrade Lazebu Health Center 2 to Health Center 3 in Arivu Sub-County. Out of the three constituencies, two have either Health Center 4 or a hospital. In Aivu Division East, which does not have a Health Center 4, it doesn't have a Health Center 4. Now, Orivu Health Center 3 in Aivu Division is being upgraded to Health Center 4. Now, that is all part of social infrastructure. Should not be hotels for sleeping, should be not hotels for eating. They should be centers of studying only, and go home and eat in your home. That was the strategy. If the primary school is at the parish,
primary school
secondary school is at the sub-county,
secondary school sub-county
children can walk or cycle to the school and come back. Therefore, since you have said you are going to vote for the NRM, in the coming government, we should really ensure there is free education in government schools, because these children, the testimony they give are very serious.
The NRM presidential candidate praised the people of Arua for making good use of peace and stability to start wealth creation projects in their communities. He commended their resilience and entrepreneurship, saying it was proof that the peace his government has maintained is bearing fruit. But Museveni didn't stop there. He challenged the people of Arua to scale up their businesses and explore regional markets, assuring them that his government would continue building the infrastructure needed to trade easier and more profitable. The president reminded the people of Arua to safeguard the peace they enjoy today. He cautioned against divisions and unrest, saying the region had suffered too much in the past and must now focus on prosperity and unity.
The issue of market. I really feel sorry for Africa. When you see people who call themselves leaders, talking, just now, if we produce, who buys what we produce? Is the internal market enough? That's why the NRM says Let's have Uganda to be united maximally. Now you hear people talking, nobody talks about East Africa. All those factories, where will they sell their products? You people of Arua, you are the one who know the importance of the market most. The reason we have been able to create peace has been because of the ideology of opposing sectarianism. NRM rejected the politics of sectarianism of religion and tribes and marginalizing the women and the youth and the children. Now, because of that, we are able to build a party which is national. That's why we win majority vote on the first round. Now, because of that, we have stabilized the politics. But the ideology of unity has also helped us create strong national institutions, starting with the army, the police force, the judiciary, the civil service, and other institutions. Academia, we look at how good you are, not at your tribe or your religion, or whether you are a man.
In a major political twist, over 300 supporters of the National Unity Platform announced their defection to the ruling NRM during the rally. The group was led by Alion Lawrence Dangote, a former Makerere University Girl president and now the NRM flag bearer for the Arua City mayoral seat in 2026. Dangote told the crowd he had seen the light in the NRM and wanted to contribute constructively to national development. His declaration drew loud applause from the crowd as he pledged his full support to President Museveni's leadership.
Your Excellency, may it please you to know that my name is Alionzi Lawrence Dangote, and I am the NRM flag bearer for Mayor of Arua City. Further, Your Excellency, may it also please you to know that I was formerly a member of NUP and a former guild president at Makerere University. But the people of Arua City told me that when something works, you do not touch it. They say NRM works, and therefore we should not touch NRM. That is why we converted into NRM with the many young people who are standing with you right now. So we will be voting for NRM and mobilizing all young people to do the same and to protect all the gains that we have. NRM oye! NRM oye!
The First Lady Maama Kataha Museveni also addressed the rally. She reminded the people of Arua that their vote is not just for today, but for the future generations of Uganda. She urged voters to choose leaders who will protect and preserve the country's progress, describing President Yoweri Museveni as one of those steady and visionary leaders.
Thank you for being patriots. Thank you for being strong nationalists. Thank you for being people who love their homeland. Thank you for never forgetting where we have come from. Because NRM is a party of the people, for the people of Uganda. Thank you for realizing that and really sticking with NRM. Thank you for coming here to show the strength of NRM party. As your leaders said already, you have not forgotten, and you are all saying your votes are for NRM, your votes are for President Museveni. Yes, it is important to be deliberate in everything we are doing so that Uganda can grow from strength to strength as a country. The world have got used to thinking that African countries are weak and confused. That's why many countries go to other countries abroad and they think that's the best thing they can do for themselves. And they are not deliberate in working together, in holding hands together to build their own nations and be proud of them. That is why you see many African refugees, because their countries are no longer safe for them to live in. NRM is a party that wants to show the world that Africans are a serious breed of Africans. They'll be able to ensure that Uganda will grow from strength to strength. Therefore, ensure that no person in your village will stay in the house on the voting day. And make it your responsibility to ensure that all votes go to NRM. Please know that your vote is for your family. Your vote is for your children. Your vote is for Uganda's peace. Therefore, vote for President Museveni and vote for the NRM lineup of our leaders. I thank you so much that you have refused to forget. Remember, you have a responsibility for NRM to get all the votes of Arua and vote for Museveni to lead the whole line of NRM candidates.
Arua City NRM Chairperson Zoe Bakoko and Arua District Chairperson Alion Boniface also spoke, highlighting the major achievements the ruling party has delivered over the years. They pointed to visible progress in roads, schools, hospitals and power projects as reason the electorate should once again rally behind the NRM and its presidential flag bearer. As the sun set over Arua City, the message from the NRM camp was clear: continued peace, stability and development under the leadership of General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. The West Nile rally ended with songs, dances and renewed promises of a brighter future for the people of Arua.